Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir SilentGods video. So I just opened my game today and, you know, as usual, I click through my red dots. I click everything that I see that has a pop-up and whatnot. But then when I click the star over here, I saw that we did have something happening, not over here, but in our inbox. There was a notification that just said, "Dear traveler, we have fixed the issue with Continental Challenge. Thank you for your patience. We apologize for inconvenience caused. Please accept this token of apology below. Thank you for support and understanding." So basically we got 5 lunar halos and a bunch of other rewards. I think this is the equivalent of a top chest from a Continental Challenge. So the second one is where they explain actually what happened. So let's just go through it and see exactly what was the issue, because honestly I've not had the chance to test out a lot. The only thing that I could do, or the only thing that I did, was I ran my Ice Blast team against Alton and I got like 40 million. I was like, okay, that's a good start. But anyway, let's see what the issue was. So again, dear traveler, greetings. We noticed a problem where certain players gained extra benefits from the Continental Challenge starting on January 12th, 2024 due to an issue where Chief Jorn, or Jorn, however you say his name, incorrectly cast his skills. Details are as follows. Oh boy, I wonder how bad this was. So when challenging Chief Jorn, a bug would be triggered by a particular lineup that prevented Chief Jorn from casting skills so that he would only perform basic attacks. Well, that sounds like a crazy bug. Let me just go and try and find and see where Jordan actually is, because I'm curious to see exactly what was happening, or if we have some damages show up. Because if one of the bosses only does their basic attack, then that means you can cheese and you can gain an insane amount of damage just by having, I guess, a strong tank, a good healer to keep the tank alive, and then you can just destroy it with DPS. So let's go over here. Let's see. So the challenge requires you to use radiant damage. So this means teams that use Felto could, or like any other basically radiant damage dealers, would be overpowered. And if you think about his basic attack, well, it's only a single target hit as far as I'm aware. Otherwise, he has the straight line, he has the diamond shape and whatnot. So I wonder if this one can show just per fight. I guess it doesn't really show it. So I know that when I did my first fight, I had a look at it, and there were some people that already did like 33,000 points in total. And my key that I used against, for example, against the Alton boss, gave me like 12,000, 14,000, something like that. So almost half of them just from one. So I'm guessing that all of these numbers are just, they have been equalized. They have not been saved, because otherwise they would have some obscene numbers maybe, especially for somebody like Arsenal. But let's continue reading. So, okay, we saw lineup. Okay, just basic attacks. So in this way, high personal damage would be easily attained. So just what I thought. Some people might have already cheesed it, and that would be unfair. In order to ensure the fairness of this round of Continental Challenge, we shall adopt the following approach to handle the anomaly. Okay, let's see what it's all about. For players who have challenged Chief Jordan, whether the final damage they dealt reaches the highest level, 22 million, the system will automatically record their final personal damage as 22 million. So it didn't go over. Sounds fair enough. And update the points rankings. For players who did not reach the highest level of personal damage, we will reissue corresponding rewards to ensure that they will obtain the full reward for the highest level. So I guess that's what we got in the inbox over here as the second one. So I guess that's a good thing. Let's see. Number 2, for players who have not challenged Chief Jordan, which is me, they will not be able to challenge Chief Jordan in the current round of Continental Challenge. Besides, if a player has at least one remaining challenge attempt, the system will automatically deduct one challenge attempt and record their final personal damage as 22 million and update the point rankings. We will then reissue the reward for the highest level to them. Okay, so I'm going to check that. If a player has no remaining challenge attempts, the system will automatically edit the lowest score they achieved in this round to be 22 million, whether it has surpassed this value or not, and update the point rankings. For players who did not reach the highest level of personal damage, we will reissue corresponding rewards to ensure that they will obtain the full rewards for the highest level. For the final rankings of Continental Challenge of this round, please check the rankings table in-game. Compensation will be issued by mail soon. Please wait patiently. Thank you for your understanding and support. So let's see, if I understood correctly, that means I cannot challenge him today, or at least I can challenge him, but I already have a boss challenge taken away. And if I look at my points ranking, I do have 0 points ranking. So how does this actually work? So basically I have no points challenge, no points for the personal ranking. And I guess if I go here, it says the current boss has been challenged. Damage dealt cannot be saved in another attempt. Start the battle anyway. This is a mistake, by the way. I want to mention something that I said wrongly in my previous video. So while we are doing the chief challenges, you can only use 1 team per boss. That's going to count towards the maximum damage. So if you have 2 amazing Radiant teams, make sure to not, use one and then use the second one, split them up and whatnot. Use your best ones, because I understood it wrongly, and you can only use 1 team against each of these ones while it's during the chief challenge. When it goes to the Chaos Shadows, it's gonna change. But again, my question is, like, for example, right now, I did not have that one. I'm not sure if I should just go and challenge one and save it to see how it looks. Maybe I do that, maybe it's gonna be a mistake, but like I said, my best one would be the fight against Altum, because I already have my Ice Blast people built, so that should be my top damage one. And I guess if I do that fight, I should have, like I mentioned, I should have a personal top damage. Is it gonna add it? Like, that's what I don't understand. Leave it in the comments below if you guys understand it. I'm a bit confused. I don't really get how this one really works. Let me just load it. What does this one say? Okay, so this is, let's say this is normally my Vortex team, and I will try to challenge Alton, but from what I tested, I don't really need Mithrasia. So what I would have to bring in this team is either a Radiant or a Frost person that brings attack penalty. So I would bring somebody like a Rose, for example, and I would test it out. But still, it's a little bit tricky, and I'm really curious how this is gonna affect it, because like I said, I can only see how my points will update, because currently I have 0, only after I do my fight. So maybe I'm going to update you guys on this in the next video tomorrow, because I don't want to use my challenge just now. We still got 3 days and 9 hours to go. So if I use it now, I will be losing out on a possible progress that I could get. I might get a better team that I could do this on more than 22 million, because again, I said this in the previous video, you don't want to just hit 22 million if you know you can compete, okay? You would want to try and get higher damage, if possible, the highest possible damage, so that you can try and rank, and then maybe, if you rank in the top, get some extra Lunar Halo shards, so that way you could maybe skip doing some summonings, even though I already did 20. But I don't know, it's gonna be an interesting one to see how my points are gonna look. Leave it in the comments below. Did you guys do that fight? And if you did, and you kind of cheesed it, what was the damage that you did? I'm really curious to hear you guys what damage you did, because again, like I said, my best damage that I could do over here was actually 40 million. So I did 40 million. I'm curious how much people did against the Jordan boss. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at this. I just wanted to give you guys an update, just in case, I don't know, maybe you didn't want to read through, or you didn't open the game yet, or you saw some of these bugs and did not understand it. You can read it in game, but I also wanted to make a video on it. But anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.